I'm going to say something that most people will disagree with. It's not a joke, it's real. Many of us have relationships with a married person. And when they come for a session, they ask their soul, should I come out of this relationship? And the soul says, no, why? Because he's married. And the soul says, what do you mean? Souls don't care about these things. These are our problems, our upbringing. Souls do not care. I read this in the book, this is not my line. We're going into an energy now where we're going to express more soul. Souls just want to express and love. They don't care who they express with, and they don't care who they love. So don't think it's a problem because you like someone that's married. The soul does not care. That is your problem. And you're missing out on life. Again, I'm going to say something nobody's going to agree with. About 2 or 3 times on the same question where the client said he's married, the soul said, that's the best relationship. Because he leaves you alone and then I can take you where I want to take you. So stop judging and start living. When we go back... No, let me say the whole story. Another client was asking the soul, I'm doing this, is this good? And the soul says, do whatever you like. I'm doing that, is that good? And the soul says, do whatever you like. She asks a third question on the same subject, and the soul says, look, when you come back, you will only regret the things you have not done. You will never regret something you have done. So just do. Start living. Stop expecting people to be like this, like that, like the other, so they can love us. Focus on the person, not what the person does. So many of us are next to people we don't get excited with because they are good people. So what if they're good? You want excitement. Anybody that gives you excitement, go for them. Again, I'm going to say something most people won't agree with. I get all this information from my clients when they ask questions. Somebody asked, so many women get raped. And her higher self said, most women have sex with someone they don't like. They don't call it rape, they call it my husband. It's really no different. If you don't like it, it's rape. But he's a good person. None of this will matter very soon. Aliens are coming. What are you going to say to them? I'm in a good marriage. They're going to say, oh, okay, bye. And they're going to go for someone who's not in a good marriage. Someone who goes for excitement. Someone who goes for enthusiasm. Keep your relationships enthusiastic. Don't hurry to sign the papers. The word enthusiasm in Greek means God is inside. When you feel enthusiastic, more soul comes in to experience this. So next time you're feeling enthusiastic about someone, go for them. Their age doesn't matter. Their economic status does not matter. Their nationality doesn't matter. Whether they're married or not doesn't matter. If you're feeling something, go for it. And stay in the moment, just today. There's an old book by Dorian Gray. Who wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray? Okay, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Oscar Wilde, thank you. This was from the 1800s. Women ruin every relationship by trying to make it last forever. We need to stop doing this. Just live for today. Don't make it last forever. Because we lose the magic of what another person can give us. We have stability, but we don't have magic. We have security, but we don't have magic. Simply stop thinking about the future and just think of today and say, today I want you. All of this, well, I can't fall in love with you if I don't know how you feel about me. We did this in high school. Grow up. We left high school 3 years ago. We need to become adults. We can't stop thinking, we can't continue thinking like teenagers when it comes to relationships. When it comes to money, it's okay. Relationships, how else do we block relationships? Okay, thinking we're not sexy enough or we're not good looking enough always blocks a relationship. So keep that in mind first. Second, keep in mind that a relationship is not to take care of you. You can take care of yourself. A relationship is there for fun, for spontaneous laughter. How many people in marriages laugh spontaneously? This is not spontaneous laughter. This is, I'm married to you, I might as well. There is so much we miss out from physical living because we don't let go. In the spirit world, they don't have sex like we do. Like monkeys. And we're missing out. When we go back, we're going to say, oh damn it, I should have had sex with him and him and him and him and him. And don't start thinking, if I have sex with everyone, I'll catch something. We catch sexually transmitted diseases when we feel guilty that we've had sex without love. Guilt is a very heavy energy. Disease is also a very heavy energy. When we feel guilty, we are vibrating at the same frequency as diseases. And the doors are open. If someone has it, we'll catch it. Do not confuse sex and love. They do not go together. We tell ourselves that because we don't feel good having sex for the sake of sex. So we say, I'm in love. Whoever says, I love him or her, what they're saying is, I feel guilty having sex. It's like trying to find an excuse to have sex. There's a very good book called Conversations with God. At one chapter, God says, if you have a good relationship with the 4 cornerstones of the human experience, your life will be very easy. So the author asks, what are the 4 cornerstones of the human experience? Money, sex, love, and God. He did not say love and sex. Love is in one corner, sex is in another. It's a whole different cornerstone of the human experience. They do not have to go together. So become comfortable with having sex. I'm not going to tell you to become comfortable with love because none of us can become comfortable with love. There is only one kind of love. Unconditional acceptance. In the world we live in, we cannot accept unconditionally. Which means we cannot love. So stop trying. In the 5th dimension that we're starting to go to at the end of this year, we can try then. Because there, if you don't accept yourself unconditionally, you won't be able to be alive. And when you start accepting yourself unconditionally, you start loving yourself. And then if you love yourself, it's easy to accept others just the way they are. But we don't accept us. So stop saying I love you to someone. It's a lie. Okay, I'm having a relationship, let's say, right? Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Yes, I love you too, yes, yes. She says, I'm going to be late tonight because I'm going out with Frank. Would I accept that? I love her, why don't I accept it? Sure, I love her as long as she's only with me. This is not love. This is need. We just call it love because we don't want to face the truth. One of the reasons our higher self is sabotaging our relationships at this moment, because very soon we're going to see the truth. And a lot of us will go crazy. So if your relationships are on the rocks now, keep in mind it has nothing to do with you. You've done nothing wrong. Neither did the other person. It's just that the other energy we're moving into is all about truth. And our higher self, our soul is preparing us so we won't be too shocked when we see it all at once.